Hey everyone. So I get lots of comments like this. So vote for someone who actually cares about people. Why is it so hard? So let's start with this being extremely dismissive and leaving all responsibility for society on the voters, who are not truly in control. Not of who's on these ballots, nor what they will do when elected, or even what they claim to support. Voters are given a list to choose from, and the vote doesn't even go anywhere. Look at the 2000 presidential election. Gore won the popular vote, but Bush became president because of the Electoral College. It also takes all responsibility off the ones who are actually in power. But let's move on. Why is it so hard? Because none of these politicians, left or right, actually care. And if you believe that they do, why were the files not investigated nor prosecuted under Obama or Biden? Why is Thomas Massie screaming about it now, but not since he was elected in 2012? Whom exactly are you speaking of? Because if you take an objective look at history, both sides have a vested interest in staying in power and staying rich at the expense of you and the people you love. To maintain the life they have, they must keep this ball rolling. And this ball rolls over each and every one of us. I urge you to think about this situation objectively. Tell me, what politician has actually done anything to end child hunger, to end sex trafficking, or end corporate control over our medical system? Not attempted to fix the issue, end it. Because almost all of the politicians in Washington are wealthy enough that they could end world hunger tomorrow. They would just have to give up being rich. And not even for that long, because they would earn it back in less than a year from outrageously valuable investments in things like trafficking rings and monopolies. But they don't, because they have what they want: money and power. They don't need anything else, certainly not poor people demanding rights and freedoms. The truth of the matter is, there aren't any truly good people in high level politics. Career politicians make a career out of being in control. And by the time you get to Washington, the politicians have long since weeded out anyone naive enough to think that they will be changing things from the inside. And I, for one, will not be choosing the lesser of two evils. This system is a cancerous lump that grows on the backs of the people, feeding off of our lives, starving us while they sell our children into sexual slavery. And I, for one, will not tolerate one more minute of this depravity without screaming from the rooftops that these evil, degenerate monsters must be stopped. These atrocities can no longer be allowed to continue. Join the revolution. Fight back. Stand up and be counted.